Hey guys, Green Zephyr here. Today we are going to be taking a look at the two different Brachiosauruses, the real one from actual Lego, and then the bootleg Chinese version. So we are going to be comparing these two and looking at similarities, differences, and just overall kind of going over them. So we'll start with the bootleg one. So here's the off-brand Brachiosaurus. The legs kind of have pits in them. You can see they will still attach onto studs, kind of awkwardly, but still works. Then the neck, of course, as you can see, is absolutely horrible. This is the worst design I've ever seen because it doesn't even stand up properly. Like, if you were to set this up how it should be, here's the neck. Like this, and sure, that's fine. It's, you know, it's decent, but it should be up higher like this or whatever. But anyway, the point is, this isn't how it's supposed to go. It is supposed to have this piece turn around, so when you do that, then it's just a sad little dangly neck. So kind of horrible design there, but if you twist this around, then it stays up better. So kind of a dumb design there, but whatever. The head, we have these sharp little teeth in it, and single joint jaw here, single click. And we have these little slit eyes, kind of creepy. The nostrils are down here. They should be higher up on this part of the head. We have these long legs with movable joints. That's the cool thing about this, that it does have movable joints. So it actually does have these movable parts. And then we have the back legs are the same way. They can also rotate. And of course the back legs are much shorter than the front legs. But that's how it actually was in the real Brachiosaurus. Because, like its name means, the arm lizard, because it had these huge arms, which is an interesting thing about it. So that's its main thing. Big ol' arms, long neck, and of course on the back we have a whole lot of studs. So we have 12 here, so that is a lot compared to the other one. This kind of stiff tail that doesn't move, it's like part of the body of this one, so this is all one piece here, and then it has the legs. Putting the neck together was kind of complicated. I did a few years back, but it was certainly not too easy, and you got to do everything in the right order or else it doesn't work. But this one, we'll see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 pieces, if you don't count the fact that these are split. If you count that they are separate, then, and you probably should, then that brings it up to 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So we're looking at around 23 pieces for this Brachiosaurus. And then we'll take a look at the next one. So this is the official Lego one from the 30th anniversary Jurassic Park Lego sets. So this one is slightly different. The legs are actually attached onto the body and cannot move. So that is the major difference with this one. This one has movable legs, and this one cannot move its legs. This one's neck is also only one piece. That's a good thing because it doesn't sag and just dangle. You can't flop it around like the other one. And it has this movable joint here, so it can move down, it can move up, so it has some range of motion. It can rotate, so the neck can move from side to side. Then we have the head, which is also able to rotate from side to side. And then the jaw can open. Also one click, and of course, yeah, the head can move up and down as well. So that's another thing about it. And then, like I say, the mouth can open and close. And it has some teeth in here, kind of sharp, but not as sharp as the other Brachiosaurus. It has smaller eyes, which are more accurate. And it doesn't like show it, but the nose would be like on this part right here. Of course, they didn't make an actual like indent or like spot with a paint there, but that's where it would be. And then we have the tail is a separate piece, like I say, and it can rotate from side to side, but you don't need to because it's just supposed to be straight or whatever. And it's the same as the T-Rex tails. And then little toenails here. The bottoms of the feet are flat, so it can like actually just like stand on a stud plate better. Compare these, and you can see the off-brand one has much bigger feet that are also rounded as opposed to squared off. And it does have the nails too here. But anyway, much bigger feet. And this one, technically, their tails are actually about the same length overall. But like I say, this one has a movable tail. This one is fixed to the body, but it has movable legs, whereas this one does not. Then if we want to compare the lengths, it's going to be kind of complicated for this view, but if we put this one and put its neck forward, then put this one down all the way, and we'll have to keep it the same height, so like this. But like I say, this is so hard because of how horribly designed the compatible Brachiosaurus is. But if we line these up tail to tail, then, and I'll have to detach the camera, or I'll just attempt to lift it, but you can see that they are, if it focuses, and then put it right about here. I'll have to move this for you guys to see on the camera. For me it looks fine, but from here you can't really tell. But actually the Brachiosaurus from the official set is larger than the off-brand one. It's just hard to tell from the camera angle, but I can kind of do that, and you'll see that's about what I see when they're actually lined up. But now this one's farther forward. But when I do this and actually line them up, you guys can't really tell a size difference because the angle looks a little bit bigger. But if you actually, yeah, it's barely bigger, but it is bigger. And then we'll set this back down, and you can see that the off-brand one is taller, which you can also see if I line them up like this. This one's back is taller, so that's another feature. This one is overall supposed to be bigger in terms of like height and everything, but it's just not as effective, and the neck can't even go up as far as it should. It was just not too great of design on the designer's part. Meanwhile, the other Brachiosaurus has a very tall neck, and if I move these back, it is much taller, and that's in the front. Put it in the back, you can see once again it's much taller. So that's the interesting thing about this one. But yeah. And yeah, that's the main things about these two here. So main differences and similarities, stuff like that. Oh, and I forgot to mention, yeah, this one only has the 6 studs on the back. And like I said, the other one is 12. So that's another difference between these guys. Yeah, I think that pretty much covers it. So thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time.